Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Columbia City Football. Andrew Thompson joined by JD, Justin Daly tonight. And we have New Haven and Columbia City on a subpar weather night, that's for sure. We've got wind from the remnants of the hurricane, Helene, I would think.
It's extra windy right now, as you say that. The wind picks up.
Yeah, it's getting a little...
spoken into existence.
Yeah, I was coming up the stands earlier, and somebody asked me how I was, and I said a little blustery. About that time, my hat flew off and flew halfway down the bleachers. So
$28 alumni hat went flying.
Yeah, that's right. So the Eagles and Bulldogs here tonight. We have an interesting matchup. One on paper that doesn't look like much, but 5-0. Columbia City gets 0-5. New Haven. And JD, I think this is a dangerous New Haven football team.
Yeah, I think it is as well. Like you were saying with the stats you compiled, every game that they've lost has been super close. Obviously lost to Lures by 2, I believe. Lost a game by 5 to Northrop, and lost to Norwell by, 1? So a competitive team, despite the record for sure.
Yeah, and they had a coach leave a couple of weeks prior to their season to take an admin job, so they were kind of maybe a little discombobulated with the change of coaches from the word go, so that certainly didn't help them whatsoever. And then obviously they struggled with Leo, and surprisingly DeKalb routed them.
Yeah, DeKalb definitely last week showed some signs there early in their game against us, but yeah, as you mentioned there, Coach Boer had some success, beat us last year, won some games in his tenure at New Haven, and obviously can't blame him for moving on, but definitely the timing of it didn't help the Bulldogs. I believe they retained their OC as their new head coach. But yeah, there's definitely an adjustment period when it happens that late in the year specifically.
Yeah, I think I wrote down they lost to DeKalb by 10. I don't know if that one was right, but I do know they got lambasted by Leo, which 42-13. But otherwise, it's been 3 games of those 5 lost by a total of 8 points. So you might want to hold your cards, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This New Haven team could jump up and get you. So Eagles going to have to be ready to go and on guard. I see they didn't put the balloon up to run out tonight.
That thing would be that eagle would be flying under Little Turtle right now.
Yeah, I'd try to be flying somewhere, but as Eagles lined up, ready to enter the field down here to the southwest. The wind's out of the northeast, it looks like, yes.
Yep.
And Eric Harradine checking in from Indianapolis, Columbia City graduate.
Actually, they look
and the Eagles waiting to come on. Sure, the band did their thing earlier. Did a good job out there among the gale force wind.
No instruments blew away?
No. Although I saw the one, they don't have a tuba, but a big French horn thing or whatever, but I noticed he was kind of trying
Yeah, it might be tough to balance on a normal day, let alone, I don't know what the winds are at, but it looks windy.
Well, we'll check that here momentarily.
Some gusts, definitely pushing 40 at least.
Now those gusts are rather high. We'll look at this super duper weather.
Yeah, you're 2024.
And it says
Columbia City Eagles.
Wind 23 miles an hour.
So I was pretty close.
Gusting to 44.
Oh, I was really close. All right.
Meantime, temperature's going to be 69 degrees. Rain as the window is a little spotted.
Brett Fox, assistant coaches. Jeff Clark.
Can confirm it's raining and windy on site.
Yep. So the Eagles are going to be in black jerseys tonight. Old gold numerals, old gold pants, old gold helmets.
Donnie Berry.
And New Haven all white tonight, purple numerals and old gold trim of the New Haven Bulldogs. So we'll be set ready for football here momentarily as the teams will. I didn't ever get the officials, but
don't you have them on the?
no, I didn't write them down.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason.
No, that's a alumni golf outing team.
No, not the officials.
No.
My bad. Not the officials.
So,
Well, maybe.
out there? Who's that? What are you doing?
Who's that?
You can't be up
Who are you?
I couldn't see him. Hey, you're looking good down there on the field.
Yeah. His glasses are wet. He couldn't see you.
Couldn't see me.
No.
Oh, yeah.
His hat blew away.
I'm in the fog. So, we're not going to have any fog tonight with this
No.
forest wind. But,
Right.
So they reenact the coin flip here. And the captains are meeting at midfield.
Indeed.
No fireworks. You don't have to read the fireworks.
No fireworks.
And
They say control aggression. Yes.
we'll see what is going to transpire here.
That picture you sent. I didn't realize you.
And where'd that roster go?
I had it.
You can have that one.
Where'd the other one go?
I don't know.
Right here.
There it is.
Right in front of me.
the glasses.
Something. So the New Haven Bulldogs under Vance Shear, who was the offensive coordinator. Columbia City wins the toss, defers.
City won the toss and deferred.
New Haven will
The
receive.
opening kickoff starts tonight's contest.
Northeast State action. Eagles putting that 3-0 league mark on the line and 5-0 overall. As 12 minutes are up on the board and the teams are going to get fired up.
Columbia City a little more fired up than the Bulldogs right now, I guess. They just don't do...
They're kind of sauntering out there.
Yeah. It's rainy.
New Haven
Mood killer.
may have 20 people in the stands over there, so not a good night. Our crowd is not what it typically is, and the food court's at a bare minimum tonight. Only one booster tent.
It's like that they showed that picture all over the White Sox picture. They're always showing like there's 20 people in the stands.
One night, that was
Yeah, crazy.
that was
That's what.
embarrassing.
That's what it looks like.
Anyway, to turn up your mic, says Coach Cole.
Oh,
There's always a way.
yeah, maybe that'll work.
Is that better, Coach Cole? Especially mine.
Number
Okay.
2, DJ Simpson, and number 5, Blaine Thompson,
Hit that thing.
kicking off for the Eagles to start the game.
This
0,
thing.
Jackson Johnson.
Jackson Johnson.
Oh,
Kick
yeah.
off.
Any time you touch it.
Well, it's very touchy.
Mm-hmm.
So Hopkins, I think, deep for New Haven. I think I had that name right. 5 is Dwayne Thurber.
Yep.
And number 2, DJ Simpson, not Hopkins.
Yep. Simpson. Back deep for the Bulldogs.
So we'll be kicking left to right or north to south here, so a little bit of the wind with him. Jackson Johnson, as he tees it up for Columbia City. Now Mike continues to cut in and out.
Yeah, he had some long kicks in pregame, kicking that way, so the wind will definitely play a factor in the kicking game.
Okay, well, here we go, where that's going to sail into the end zone on the fly.
Kicking the end zone.
So that'll bring it out to the 20 on a touchback.
20-yard line.
First and 10, New Haven. Sound like I'm 3 feet away from the mic. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Is that better?
So, here come the Bulldogs. Now, hopefully you can hear me. I'm pretty loud. All right, the New Haven quarterback is, what?
12. Dominic Wallace.
Okay, Dominic Wallace.
Yep.
The shotgun. He's got receivers both ways. The man in motion is Gage. And they hand off up front. And that's going to be a nice 7-yard, 8-yard pickup.
Number 2, DJ Simpson.
DJ Simpson picks up a quick
5-yard line to
8.
28.
Second down 2 underway here at the stadium.
Brought down by number 43.
Thanks to Braden and others
Second down.
for working the board tonight. That sounds better. Thanks, Coach Colt.
There we go. Take that all day on first down, gain 8 on the ground, making the cornerback fuller make the tackle. Always good to have someone in the secondary tackling if you're the running back.
Interesting formation here. And they hand off, and Eagles eat that one up. Simpson again.
Cleaning the windows.
Well, it is warmer. I think
We could use it. Oh, the wire. I was hoping he was squeegeeing the windows. Yeah, lost there, so
Third down is 3.
3-3.
Face New Haven in week 6 of the NEA schedule. Couldn't
So third down 3. They lost the yard on that one. Ball at their own 27. The Bulldogs working into the win. Now what do we have?
They're taking their time, not running tempo, and yeah. Reset the ball.
He places it.
Okay, here we go. So Wallace in the shotgun once again for the Bulldogs. Receivers each way. A high bobbled snap, and he's going to get it. DJ Simpson broke a couple Columbia City tackles. First down.
First and 10. Your Bulldogs. 31.
The Bulldogs move the sticks.
32. Corbin
Got just enough. Broke a couple arm tackles and got just past the sticks.
Minute 35 going here, first quarter, no score. At Columbia City High School on a rainy, windy Friday night. 69 degrees at least. And Wallace hands off Simpson. They're going to get him in the backfield.
Sam Bean,
Sam Bean charged up there to make the tackle.
27-yard line.
Bean just goes untouched there, reads it perfectly, tackles him low, textbook. Big loss.
So that's going to be second down 14 for New Haven at their own 26-yard line. Still some tailgaters hanging on down there tonight.
Looks like watching from their car makes sense tonight. Normally the tailgate backed up, but not tonight.
All right, two receivers on that far side for New Haven. 9.5 to go first quarter, no score. Wallace out of the shotgun. And here goes Gage in motion, and back to throw. A little screen pass caught by Gage Jr., and he's upended quickly. 5-4.
Did he just throw that right-handed? I thought he was a lefty. Looks like he had to just get rid of it.
It looked like he bobbled it.
Yeah, I think he bobbled the snap and just had to get rid of it, and didn't matter which way his feet were turned. So
they lose 2 on that. It's going to be third down 16 for the Bulldogs. Clock rolling towards the 9-minute mark. First quarter. 5-0 Eagles against 0-5 New Haven, but I think that's a little better than the 0-5 that we see on paper. So Wallace out of the shotgun. There goes Kuhnenberger in motion, and they fake. Wallace to throw, and they got him. No, and he throws it. That's incomplete. What?
I think he got a foot down.
Oh, you only have to get a foot.
Yeah. Not NFL, just one.
That's right. Kuhnberger with the reception on the sidelines, a little tap dance.
Yep.
They have the first down.
I guess he is a right-handed. Maybe he can do both.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I just was looking wrong. I don't know.
You figure 3rd and 16, you figure the Eagles had a good chance to stop them, but they let the big play burn them.
Yeah, that was a nice pass in the rain.
1st and 10 at the 45 of New Haven. Man comes across the motion. Wallace takes the snap, fakes, and they give it to Simpson, and he gets drilled for a 2-yard loss.
Love.
Was it Love?
59 of the Eagles.
Aggressive there.
Oh, Love for us. That's
Yes.
on the tackle.
On the tackle.
Checking Simpson's helmet there. So the ball back to the 43. 2nd down, 12 New Haven.
Columbia City. As soon as he saw that this was
8:10 to go. Score was first. Here's Columbia City High School. Wallace. Man in motion. And they hand off to Simpson.
no, check that.
And they throw it across the green.
And he throws it back to Kuhnberger.
Kuhnenberger out near the, I was going to say the 49.
Trickery.
Trick play.
The Eagles. Zach Berry. Ball on the 49-yard line.
So ball out of bounds. 7:55 to go in the first. 2nd down, or 3rd down 6. An opportunity here for the Eagles to stop them on 3rd down.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get off the field on 3rd down twice now. They had the short run to get past the sticks and the big 3rd and 16 conversion. You don't see that a lot.
Right.
At this level.
So Wallace out of the shotgun. Across goes Kuhnberger, and incomplete. No flag.
Incomplete.
So Donald Gage Jr. was the intended receiver.
4th down, 6 yards to go.
Faust on the breakup.
It's been active now.
Oh, okay. Right forward.
Good on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Know this. Static.
Gotcha.
So, there I come.
Yep.
So fourth down, New Haven will kick 4th and 6. They have it at their own 49, Fuller back. The punter will be Jared Suarez. Check that. Is that? Yeah, I think so. There's it. Suarez, nice punt. They're going to let it go, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Into the wind, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to walk it up. Yeah, I thought he was spotting it at the
Yeah, he walked
10. Yeah, he walks it up. That's about right.
20.
20-yard line for
So we'll see the good offense for the first time tonight. They'll work kind of with the wind, as that wind's kind of at a cross.
Yeah, it's changing. A little bit of swirling wind action here. It's changing direction all over the place.
So, rainy night here, at least the windows indicate that. I think there's still raindrops coming down.
Oh, yeah. Probably get worse through the night.
So, Bradbury. And they give it to Trace Parrish, and he gets eaten alive at the line of scrimmage.
Diaz.
Diaz.
Second and 10.
Defensive tackle there. Eating up some room on the D-line. Broke through early. Ran right past him that time.
Trace Parrish picks up 4. Third down 6, so a big third down for the Eagles here.
See if they put it in the air here. Fuller on the far side.
So they're going for double coverage over. No,
They might shade some coverage over. We'll see.
and they're going to give it to Gavin Smith, breaking a tackle, and he's going to be short of the first down. So it's going to be a fourth down at about half a yard.
Fourth down and 1 yard to go.
And I think the Eagles are going to go for it here. Inside a yard to go.
Yeah, when it's inside a yard like that, I think you go for it. You're in your own
Bradbury.
territory. Oh,
Got him to jump.
hey,
Flag. Offside.
Offside against the Bulldogs, so automatic first down for the Eagles.
heady play there by Coach Fox. Caught the D-line a little off guard there on discipline. Might as well try that first and then go for it. If you don't have to get the first down by foot, just take it by penalty.
Right. So first down now at the 34 of Columbia City as they work towards the south goal here. No score, 6:25 to go first quarter. The clock is running. Lights are obviously on. Field illuminated well. Bradbury under center. Hands to Trace Parrish, who slices and dices his way for about 8. Got tripped up by Moses Siemens. So halfway through the first now.
A lot of room to run there. O-line blocked it up perfectly. Once again, making the linebackers and secondary tackle. Parrish getting a lot of touches thus far.
Yes, he is. All the underwriters tonight. And they give it to Fazio coming around the near side. Nice block, and he gets across the 50-45 and ran out of bounds near the 40. Penalty marker. Hit out of bounds, evidently. The flag's right there.
Yep. He's quick. Get him the ball on the outside. That's how they usually try to draw it up. Caught that edge there. Yep.
Personal foul on the Bulldogs will add to it. So that was what? 15-yard gain? At least.
Somewhere around there. 15, 20.
And now we're going to get 15 more on a personal foul. So a costly mistake for New Haven. Well, 2 costly mistakes so far here with the jumping offside. Fourth one, so the Eagles down to the 27. Actually, 22.
22.
And Bradbury to Fuller. Overthrew in the wind. May have got a hold of that. Incomplete. So they go for the gusto on first down. 5:29 to go. Clock stops first quarter.
Yeah, he's open there in the end zone. Tough. I mean, rain's coming down. it's going to be one of those days where both teams probably keep it on the ground. Yet we have seen some long passes from New Haven and an attempt there from Columbia City. We'll see if that trend continues.
All right, the Eagles set up. Fuller out to the far side. Everybody else bunched up in the box. And Bradbury under center. Gavin Smith in motion. They hand to Trace Parrish. Oh, he breaks a tackle up the middle, and he's inside the 5. Still on his feet. Short. Down to the 1-yard line. 21-yard run. Boy, he had a head of steam moving there.
Yeah, the junior transfer. He's definitely been a big addition to this squad and carrying the load on this drive. Him and Fazio.
So the Eagles set up first and goal at the 1-yard line. Bradbury with it. Parrish in the backfield. And Gavin Smith in motion. Parrish off the left side. Bingo! Touchdown, Eagles! So at the 6:57 mark, Parrish from 2 yards out, or 1 yard out. And Johnson will come on to kick. Eagles 6-0. Zach Berry to hold. Cashew here, the long snapper. And Johnson to kick. He's had a pretty daggone good season. I'm feeling some wind from somewhere. And snap, set, kick through the uprights. A little low, but effective nonetheless.
Counts just the same. 7-0 Eagles.
So, a couple costly penalties on that drive for New Haven set up Columbia City with a golden opportunity, and they take full advantage.
Yeah, New Haven extends the drive there on the 4th and 1, jumping off sides. Given, we would assume the Eagles would have either called a timeout and went forward or eventually just snapped the ball, but nonetheless, you never know.
I was looking maybe at a Bradbury sneak, which we've had a knack for doing in that situation.
Call. Yeah, you could definitely tell it was trending that way, but you never, with the New Haven has a pretty big D-line too, so that's not a gimme by any stretch.
Yeah, they got some beef up front, that's for sure.
Yes.
Well, let us know if you're listening tonight. So Coach Culp checking in. And Johnson to kick. And they're going to have Barry hold it since we've got the wind at issue here.
We had that issue on another game, too. I can't remember which game that was, but I think it was the
Plymouth game, perhaps?
Might have been Plymouth. Yeah, I think it was Plymouth when we counted how many times the ball fell off.
So Johnson to kick it. Barry holds it at the 40. And a nice kick, and going to be fielded. No, and it's going to go in the end zone. As number 2, DJ Simpson, took a look at it but didn't. Ooh, Coach Nelson chiming in. Always like it when the Nelson boys are on board. I think sound issues are their echo. Oh, them or us? So, got a couple of receivers this way. One the far side, and Simpson in the backfield with the quarterback, Wallace, who waits out of the shotgun. Keeps it, and he's got some room. That he slides down at the 25. So a quick 5 for the quarterback on the keeper.
They can move a little bit.
Ethan McIntosh on the tackle.
All over the field.
4:44 to go first quarter. Columbia City 7, New Haven nothing. Eagles on the board at 6:57 of the first. Trace Parrish runs it in from a yard out. And that drive started at the 20. That was a solid 80-yard drive.
Even 80. We'll take it.
And Simpson in the backfield with Wallace. And they hand to Simpson. Simpson into the pile. And big scrum there. Looks like it's going to result in maybe a yard. Maybe
Not
2.
Much. Yeah, not much going there. 3rd and short, though. 3rd and manageable for the Bulldog offense.
They're going to call it 3rd and 3, apparently. Oh, Ken Longenball checking in tonight. He better get in that golf outing.
Couple ISMS people checking in.
Yep.
Kyle and Kent.
And we've got motion somewhere here. False start on the Bulldogs.
Killing themselves with these penalties.
Coach Armstrong again from Southwest Allen, the A crew back here. Enberg and Paul McGuire. How about?
He was telling me all about that CBS broadcast.
Well, that was NBC back in the day.
NBC, that's right. Yeah.
How about Enberg and Cricky, Don Cricky?
AKA.
Well, no, but I was thinking it was Don Cricky with that. They usually have the Dolphins game.
Oh yeah, he was telling me about it. He said you'd know.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
you weren't around.
I was not. He had to explain it. There was 2 broadcasts.
Yep. And they throw it into the ground, incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down as Simpson appeared to, or check that, Wallace appeared to be under some pressure, and he just unloaded it. It was just more or less thrown into the ground. So the New Haven punter comes on, and that's going to be Jared Suarez, 6 foot, 230-pounder.
Yeah, it changes the play call there. You go 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. Now you're putting the ball in the air in this rain and wind going against it. Not advantageous.
So 3:29, the clock stop. Oh, it's blocked by the Eagles. McIntosh. He's going to pick it up at the 10. And he's going to run it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Block punt. Block punt. Holy smokes.
Scoop and score.
Scoop and score. You do not see that very often.
That makes up for the 1 block punt we had at Plymouth and returned.
So that's going to be which
North.
Which McIntosh got that? 34. Ethan. So Ethan McIntosh, a scoop and score.
Makes plays on special teams and defense. That's why you put your top players on special teams units. It's the 3rd phase.
So he scoops it 10 yards and runs it in. Makes it 13-0 Eagles. So it's kind of gone from bad to worse for New Haven initially here. And here's the high snap, flagged down by Berry, and Johnson puts it through the uprights. And the Johnson kick makes it 14-0. And that's a quick 14 for the Eagles all of a sudden. As New Haven moved the ball pretty decent on that first drive, but fizzled out. And I don't know. They're saying sheet rain. Oh, see it? Yeah, there it is. Kind of looks like snow.
It does.
And then the window's getting a little more messed up, too.
Definitely.
Oh, Tommy Baldwin, Coach Baldwin checking in. Jason Benetti and Steve Stone. Oh, Coach McGuire replaced Merlin Olsen. I do remember Merlin Olsen, but usually it was Enberg and Cricky on the Miami broadcast on NBC back in the day. That's gone way back.
Oh, yeah.
So, 3:21 to go in the first. This Columbia City 14, New Haven nothing. And New Haven's just killed themselves with penalties and inopportune times. And boy, that rain is getting heavy. Here's a line drive going to go into the end zone touchback. As a couple of guys get a little rambunctious down there, but no further engagement there. And the Bulldogs take over at the 20. And if you're New Haven, after the way you've given up those 2 scores in that amount of time, you better get going.
You'd like to get a positive out of this drive. Drive that ends in a kick here, whether it's obviously you're going into the wind still, but just get something positive out of this drive. Move the ball past midfield, get some completions. Like you said, they started out pretty well.
Yeah.
Got stifled the last drive, but we'll see how they fare this time.
158 is all it took for Columbia City to get the second touchdown after the first, and they handed off in the backfield. Oh, the quarterback hit it. Holy crow, I was fooled. Near the first down, it's going to be Dominic Wallace, the quarterback. I thought Simpson had it.
Fooled the cameraman, I bet, too.
We'll blame the sheet rain out there.
I was with you. He held it for a very long time there and pulled it at the last second. That's how they teach it, so he played it just right. And he can move a little bit. Sneaky fast there.
So 10 yards for the Bulldogs. So they're out to the 30-yard line of of their own. And Wallace in the backfield, going to hand it off to Simpson this time into a pile, and the Eagles eat that up. 1 yard gain.
As this rain's picked up, you can definitely see both teams making a conscious effort here to keep the ball on the ground.
Owen Love, the tackle for Columbia City. 2:38, the clock runs here in the first here at the stadium. 14-0 as we have a cascade of rain now, ladies and gentlemen.
You can see it at in between the hashes start to pile up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we can see that.
Already, even on turf with top-tier drainage. It's
We have to get squeegees out at halftime.
That's right. Go get them from the tennis courts.
All right, so Wallace out of the shotgun for the Bulldogs. 5 on the play clock, 2:15 to go. The clock runs, and a high snap, but he gives it to Simpson, and he's in trouble. And Eagles wrap him up. Eventually, back to the 20. Forward progress, they're going to put him at the 25, but nonetheless, a 4-yard loss, 5-yard loss. And what we got? Officials' time here. No timeout, Columbia City?
Looks like it. I don't. Yeah, interesting indeed. I don't. It was quick too. Quick trigger timeout. They must have.
Is the trainer out there in that huddle? I think he is.
He is.
But anyway.
Looks like he's just getting waters, though. I don't know what to.
So 3rd and 15, kind of an interesting timeout by Coach Fox.
They saw it last time. They did convert on that 3rd and 16, so maybe you'd think he wanted to see what formation they come out in, but I would, maybe that's why he wanted to have the defense coordinator, Coach Clark, talk it over with him real quick and just ensure here that we can get a stop.
All right.
Make sure our defense is set up.
Coach Peterson on his way back from Bloomington, so he's in the range in time. So welcome to the broadcast, Pete.
All right. Must have had the day off and went to Bloomington for something. Maybe he'll inform us.
Probably a conference.
Probably.
All right, 2:01 to go in the first here at the stadium. So 3rd and 15, you're correct. They did that 3rd and 16 little snafu on us and burned us on that one. We'll see if we're ready this time. And Wallace looks, fires over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted.
Corbin McIntosh
had it right in his hands, but that ball was getting pretty wet.
Yeah, sent a blitz off the outside there from Beam, sent a linebacker, and had to get rid of it quick.
And the rain is, I think it's still, we're kind of getting so much rain on the window, we can't see what the rain's doing.
Yeah, it's coming down. Copious, right?
No, we're not copious
We're
yet.
getting there.
Now remember, I didn't make that up. That is an absolute weather term.
It's hard to tell from up here, but man, I've been on that field. It is. You can feel it.
Low line drive, and going to take a New Haven roll out of bounds at the 37. So the Eagles will have decent field position with $1:49 to go. First quarter.
Plymouth was copious on the drive to Plymouth.
Yeah,
a lot of rain.
That was something.
Yes. Late night.
That was some heavy duty rain. So apparently we're getting the remnants of Hurricane Helene.
Yeah, it's been all over the news. Weather stations hit landfall today. Is that correct?
Last night. About 11 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, so here go the Eagles. Third offensive foray here. And they give it to Fuller. Fuller with the lead blocker over there. Fuller cuts up field, breaks a couple tackles, and they roll him out of bounds to the 44 as 4 Bulldogs converge to take Fuller into the New Haven bench there.
Looks like he could have got past that second level. He had a blocker out there, the tackle, or the guard. It might have been the guard pulling there. Had some blockers downfield, just couldn't get past the second level.
And they rolled the clock, so 1:15 to go in the first. 14-0 C City, and looks like Fazio coming around. Here he goes, 45, 50, dancing in and out of traffic into the 45, down to the 43, and hold your cards. We got a flag on the play. Probably Columbia City caught for, I don't know. We got an injury over there, New Haven.
Yeah, a lot going on. Good patience there from Fazio, despite what the call may be. Let his block set up.
It's going to be so the New Haven training staff gets out to check on 54. Jesus Diaz
Blocking the back.
blocking the back on the Eagles. So that's going to cost them 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Meanwhile, we've got injury time with 1:06 to go. Don't forget Columbia City on the road to East Noble next week. Diaz is up, kind of hobbling a bit. Captain Climate checking into the broadcast. I think I can hear the rain on the roof.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it's coming down now.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Wait a minute.
Second, right?
Second and a yard and a half.
Because spot foul. So really, it gives us a shot at easy shot at a first down here. Nonetheless, obviously, it negates part of the big gain. So
They roll the clock.
odd to see that after a penalty.
1:05 to go in the first. 14-0 Eagles. Ball's rolling around. They're going to reset it. Okay, so they get the ball placed. Here has his hand on it. And Fuller in motion. Fazio coming around on the counter. 50, 45, 40. And he's going to go. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Columbia City. No flags. No flags on the play.
The track star breaks the ribbon at the goal line and gets into the end zone for 6.
At the 11:20 mark of the first, the Eagles with their third touchdown. As that's Fazio, and I'm not sure where that originated from. Oh, it was about
it
the
was
48.
right at the 40, near the 45, yeah.
So we'll give him
Second and 2.
45 yards out. Johnson on to attempt the point after. Snap, set, kick, through the uprights. Piece of cake.
About hit the horn.
He did.
Usually it's over the horn, but tonight it's slippery everywhere. Got to be tough to kick in that, get footing.
So with 40 seconds to go in the first, Columbia City, after New Haven moved the ball on their first drive, picked up 3 first downs and looked like they might be having something going on. They've fallen apart, and we've taken full advantage. So 21-0. They went for the win at Norwell last week on a 2-point conversion. And
At Norwell, you said?
I believe it was at Norwell.
A lot of times they'll, you go for the tie on the road and the win at home. So don't have to go by that rule exactly, but that's the general rule of thumb. So, but in a season like this, you see conference win in sight if you can just get the couple yards.
What's all that traffic on the radio here?
I don't know.
Wonder who's got it. Hoppy probably has to have one.
Yeah, probably. Olinsky down there filling in for Stroop.
Yep,
tonight.
that rain's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I heard you call him Big Potato getting called up down there.
That's right. So Johnson to kick it off. Just 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, Ben and Belinda Smith checking in. Ben's birthday earlier in the week. Belinda, good old classmate of mine. All right, well, that goes sailing into the end zone for 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Bulldogs. With 40 seconds to go in the first, as this one showed signs early of maybe having something going here as far as maybe a tight game, but for right now it's all Columbia City as the rain continues to kind of go at an angle, maybe in sheets out of the north there across the field. I never played football, but I imagine that rained inside your helmet and your
visor if you
face
got it.
mask.
Yeah, a lot of times players will take off their gloves to get a better feel and take off their visors.
And Simpson. And actually, it's Townsend, the ball carrier. And what are we stopping the clock for?
Another timeout.
Timeout, Columbia City. 35 seconds to go.
2 in the first quarter. Can't take them in the second half, but we're still in the first quarter. But
Interesting.
yeah, we've burned 2 on defense here. And they're quick too. I don't know what the strategy is.
It is interesting. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Right.
But
I guess, a lot of times you save your timeouts for a drive at the end of the half, but when you have a decent lead, I guess you might not need that. But I wonder if they're trying to clean off. So, I don't know. If you're on offense, maybe you're trying to make sure your hands are dry or the ball. I don't know what it could be.
Trainer Garrett Vandersall meandering about down there.
Trainer Vandersall.
He might have the answer after the game.
Yeah, we could ask him. Solo trainer. He's the man. Doing it all sports.
Yeah.
By himself. Shout out. It's a tall task with the whole football team, doing it by yourself. I was in there.
Since Snyder 14, Homestead nothing, our co-workers back there on the other networks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they ball it. Look out. Ball's loose, and they fall on it. Wallace falls on it. Holy Toledo. New Haven ball, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and forever here. Probably, third down 17.
They just called another timeout.
We did?
I was wondering why they stopped the clock. Timeout Eagles, 3rd timeout.
Unless we're just changing personnel.
But maybe. But then it's like it's not like New Haven's moving fast where you have trouble changing personnel.
Well, Coach Richmond down there said maybe they want to kick with the wind or have them kick into the wind if they stop them.
That's a good point. Coach Richmond, savvy veteran move down there. He's trying to. Yeah, that's a good call because your timeouts, like I say, if you're not going to need them, he's trying to make sure that the quarter doesn't expire. That makes sense. And the other one, the first timeout must have been for the 3rd and long.
We can hear the wind howling now. Todd Clark checking in.
Yep.
Maybe he's at work.
Hollenball saying the same thing. Wants him to punt into the wind. Good call. Thank you. That makes complete sense.
Yeah. Okay, so New Haven on 3rd and 18. So Columbia City has used their timeouts.
Yeah, because Clark wasn't going out there, so it was no defensive adjustments. That makes sense. It was special teams wise because it was special teams coordinator.
Here's Wallace, back to throw. Intercepted! And Gavin Smith going to go 10-5 for the corner pylon. He dives. And where's the signal? Touchdown, Eagles. Holy smokes. Intercepted. I think it just goes from bad to worse for the Bulldogs. 20 seconds after the last touchdown, they give up an interception taken into the end zone by Gavin Smith, who was just kind of floating around out there, and kind of look what I found, right into his breadbasket. And so that was 15 yards?
Yep. No need for a punt. But Coach Fox does ensure that they kept throwing into the wind and threw a pick into the wind. So Smith, he's got to be close to 7 picks. I don't know what the stat.
And here's the snap, the set, the kick easily through the uprights. And unbelievable for New Haven looking like they did on that first drive, gaining 3 first downs and moving the football. And all of a sudden, Boone Shakalaka, it is 28-0 as Gavin Smith takes an interception, a pick of Wallace, and runs it into the corner from 15 yards out into the far corner over there.
That's Smith's 5th pick of the year.
Yeah, he's
He's on a tear.
And he had a couple that got away from him, too.
On homecoming.
Yep.
I think it could be his first pick six. I don't
Yeah.
know for sure, but nice play. To the special teams touchdown, a touchdown on defense.
Right. Well, Jaden Linder checking in from the greater North Manchester area, watching the game. Lots of people on board tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We love it.
Nothing wrong with sitting inside a dry house and listening to the radio.
I've broadcast I've broadcast at Leo in the past, outside on that patio.
Oh yeah.
So.
Last year it rained. It always rains at Leo. Always seems to, at least.
Yeah,
It did last year.
I think they actually let me inside last year.
They did, yeah. We went out and filmed it because it makes more sense for you to be inside.
And a high end-over and kick. They're going to let that go. End zone bullet just barely touched the line.
Wow.
As the kickoff returner let that roll, and it just got to the goal line. So we still have 20 seconds to go in this first quarter, which has turned into a rather long affair. So Coach Fox playing the wind. Well, we got all those armchair quarterbacks, those football experts listening to tell us that stuff. That's great.
Yeah, we were
hauling ball out there. And
Richmond and
Coach Richmond down here the way, the spotter
Savvy.
for Coach Hoppy.
Savvy football move there, and it worked out either way with a pick
That
six
did.
or a punt. It was a good call.
So the Bulldogs will go back to work, trailing by a bundle now. And Gage in motion. The quarterback keeps it, and he gets eaten for lunch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Eileen, on that one. No gain. So, well, they mark it inside the 20. We're finally going to get to the end of the first quarter. And there's the siren, and that is the end of one quarter here at the stadium, 28-0. It's not what I anticipated, but I think you get back to the fact that New Haven has really shot themselves in the foot. Wind is horrific in the greater North Manchester area, I can imagine. As Old Glory over there is whipping at a high pace. The winds at game time are 26 mile an hour, gusting to 44 is what this thing I'm looking at says. So, what a night.
Your anemometer, your wind.
Anemometer, what is that?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Coach Richmond wiping the window off. Is he coming down here?
He's the man, yeah. Squeegee. Yeah, he is. Thumbs up.
Coach Richmond does it all here.
We can see. No more foggy glasses.
Mr. Leach on duty right behind us. You can stop by for a halftime interview.
He's a little soggy.
Stopping over for an interview. And no reply at all.
No interview. Not feeling well.
Okay.
And the weather's not good either, so bad combo.
Coach Richmond, how about this? We can see. All right.
Yep.
You guys got cross country in the morning? Could be a soggy morning, Coach. All right, and Wallace hands off, and looks like and a loss on the play, as that's going to be Simpson. DJ Simpson, 175-pound junior running back for the Bulldogs. We got a flag. Oh, Larry Reed checking in. Yes, your grandson Tucker, know him well? Larry and Janet. Good old Mr. Reed for math class in 1984.
Driving instructor.
Yep. So whatever the case, is that penalty on whom?
It looked like it was on the Bulldogs.
No, at any rate, it's 3rd and 14 as the rain continues to cascade down here at the stadium.
Moved him back, and
they rolled the clock. They've got two receivers to the near side, one to the far side, which comes in motion, and that is Thurber. And they throw it to him. And shake and bake, wheel and deal. Nice move. He's going to get about 7. That's Turner, actually.
Little wheel route there, conservative.
Yeah.
Try and pick up a few yards there and punt it away with the win. Try and flip the field here.
4th and 8. Oh, Cam Lickey checking in. Gosh, we got everybody out there on board tonight. Welcome to broadcast.
Rainy day. Everybody's listening.
Yeah, the stands.
Listeners are up.
They're not. The stands are not half full.
I bet maybe the YouTube viewers are probably up too.
And it's so scary that we're on that YouTube thing. I prefer radio in the dark.
Beaver doesn't like YouTube.
Here's the kick, fielded. Heath Wilson checking in, and it's going to be Faust weasels in and out, Trev. He's going to get out to the 47-yard line, so about a 13-yard return. With 10:39 to go, and Coach Wilson checking in. Fine cross-country coach.
Oh, yeah.
And
they love the fall weather.
Well, I tell you what, this would have been a nasty day for the golf regional. But, let's see, and then next Saturday, we've got the conference here, so that'll be a big event.
Yeah, and middle school conference on a different day, I think. But, yeah, lots of hosting, and you wrapped up your season there. It's a sectional. Some decent scores, right? I mean, hung in there, and
we improved, yes, that day for
improvement.
sure.
That's what you're looking for.
And a nice cutback, but they're going to eat that up as Molo still on his feet. Holy smokes. Who was it? Fuller.
Usually he doesn't run between the hashes.
No. So that gives him 1 yard. 2nd down, 9 ball on the Columbia City 48. Clock rolling, 10:18 to go in the first half. It is 28-0 as the Eagles have cashed on numerous Bulldog mistakes. And we lost the ball, but I think we got it back.
Probably see more of that.
Fumbled snap, according to Mr. Hoppy.
Joe Schneider checking into the broadcast.
Oh, yes.
Math teacher at the middle school.
Got over 150 watching on YouTube.
Big time hockey player. Wow, a lot watching on YouTube.
Well, now how does he figure that out?
Well, you just go on so when you get to YouTube, you got the YouTube app?
Yeah.
It's on your phone.
I deleted that. I don't know what to do with that.
Okay.
I got enough junk on there.
I'll show you here. Well, we got a timeout, so you just click on it.
Injury time.
155 now. Look at that. 155.
Yeah.
You're talking to a lot of people.
Probably ready to turn off their television set. Like it.
Cut the music. Delete the app.
They're driving the ratings up, I guess, for these fine students that are out here in the rain. I saw they moved one of their cameras out here, but I think we got students on the roof. Somebody peering in from the other side door over there.
Coach Huffman checking in, pitching coach.
Oh, Coach
For
Huffman.
the Eagles, yes. A lot of people checking in tonight. It looks like more.
Ryan Boylan.
Oh, everybody checking in the broadcast.
Member of some of those great Columbia City teams of the late 90s, early 2000s. Haven't seen Boyle for a while.
All right, we're getting ready to get back at it here.
That was an injury timeout for New Haven.
Yep, 3rd down.
So 3rd down 10. Bradbury up under center.
Oh, little mix-up there.
Bradbury gives it to Fazio on the counter play. Fazio strips a couple of tackles, gets hit hard, but he's inside New Haven territory to the 48. Yeah, looks like Coach Doug Stoffel. 1,000 miles for Columbia City, but listening from Bar Harbor, Maine. Well, absolutely. Good job, Coach Stoffel.
It's a fun place to be.
Now he's in Bar Harbor, and he's getting scores. What a guy.
Yeah.
You guys sound
Dedicated.
great. Wait a minute. Who's that? It's Coach Richmond, I guess.
He can hear us down there.
And there's Fazio getting a 1st down. So across the 40, and that's going to be an Eagle 1st down. So they'll stop the clock to move the chains. So Coach Stoffel out in Maine tonight. Of course, I was in Boston a couple weeks ago and wrote a newspaper article from out there on this. But So I did the long distance media too. And here comes Fuller in motion, Bradbury in traffic, and that looked like a discombobulated handoff, but it's going to be a yard for whom? Parrish. Something looked a little bit crowded on that handoff there. So 8.5 to go in the first half. Coach Peterson checking in the second time here.
Oh, yes.
Always with Coach Hudgens in professional development.
Oh, all right. Throwback. Football coach at CC.
Oh, nice cutback. We've got inside the 30, the 25, Parrish to the 20, 15, 10, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Parrish looked like he had nothing cooking there, and all of a sudden he turned the burners on, and it was good morning and good afternoon and good night.
He cut that outside to the near side and took off.
We got a New Haven injury down there?
I don't know. Tying a shoe
Oh, yeah.
quickly, and Parrish racking up quite the yardage tonight.
So first and goal at the 6. So the Eagles looking for touchdown number 5 here on the evening. Only 4 minutes roughly into the second.
Guessing Coach
Quarter.
Hudgens still coaching somewhere. Probably got back for Friday night. I don't know if he's the coordinator somewhere. Or
Yeah, he is.
I thought so. So I'm sure
He's got
back.
a W on there, so I bet that's Warren Central maybe.
Yes, you're right. It is. Coach Armstrong told me that.
All right, and walking into the end zone, Trace Parrish, untouched, as everybody thought Fazio had it or somebody else.
Local Fuzz lighting up that end zone for him.
All right. So it's 34-0. As again, I did not expect this, but so 3:56 into the second. Parrish from 6 yards out, basically untouched. So Barry to hold for Jackson Johnson for the point after, kicking into the wind at the north end as the rain continues to cascade into the stadium. And kind of pops that one through, but effective nonetheless. 35-0, so I guess we go on running clock already.
Yep.
Is it till after half?
Till half. Yeah, you're right. Yep. So we got a while yet, but Brett Bockelman, you have him as a golfer. Brett Bockelman checking in. You remember him?
No, he's more up in my age bracket.
Okay.
No, he was football that Coach Hudgens was coaching, rescheduled tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
A lot of games in the Indy area.
Schools.
We were right, Warren Central.
Yep.
So,
had some success here as a Columbia City coach.
Indeed he did. So 8:04 to go. And Columbia City 35, New Haven nothing. As New Haven just can't get anything going much after that first drive.
No.
So it's going to be Johnson to kick. Barry's going to hold it so the wind doesn't blow it off the tee. As the windows start to get a little cluttered again. And the kick, nice high end over in flow. Going to be fielded. No, it's going to go out of bounds. That'll go to the 35. There's the flag. And should go to the 35. As again, I just didn't expect this kind of score early in the second. I figured it was going to be more competitive than this, but
yeah, me too. Definitely.
I mean, you look at this New Haven football team that's lost 3 games by a total of 8 points against some good competition. Well, Northrop and Brewers and Norwell. They went for 2 at the end, but missed that. So it's been a tough road to hoe. And the Eagles slam. Owen Love just airmailed Simpson.
Yeah, he has. He's been all over. He had a big hit earlier in the game.
Simpson looks a little bit beat up after that hit. I think they're going to take him out. Yep.
A lot of people checking in. Tucker Pierce checking in. Angie Miller checking in from ISMS as well.
So let's see who replaced Townsend came in.
Big hit.
That was a big hit.
We have a lot of heavy hitters on the defensive side of the ball. I would not want to run into that brick wall.
Nope. And the quarterback, it's Eaton. Oh, my. We just Owen Love in the backfield to Owen Love just took care of the quarterbacks. Now it's 3rd and 12. Clock rolling, 7 minutes to go in a first half. It sees Columbia City lighting the scoreboard up for 35.
It's lit up all right.
Looking for a 6-0 start and 4-0 in the conference. On the road at East Noble next week.
Well on our way.
And the quarterback gets out of harm's way, 30-35, out across the 40 to the 45, and hit him out of bounds. There's the flag.
I mean,
it's a first down already.
Yeah, it's now given. They had one on the near sideline as well. Where
Wallace, the quarterback.
They pushed someone out there.
Personal foul, hit out of bounds.
A lot of times you'll see that on shoves or shoulder-to-shoulder hits, but diving at his feet, just trying to make sure. I think the intent was there. He was already going out of bounds, so no need to tackle, but you never know if they could turn it upfield.
So there's the personal foul assessment against the Eagles. So this is going to, let's see, that's 17 yards. Actually, it was 22 on the run, and then add another 15 to that. So 1st and 10, Bulldogs in Eagle territory at the 41. Check that 36-yard line. So Wallace in the shotgun, looking, under duress, coming to the near side on the hot seat, and he steps out of bounds. So he gets 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 for the Bulldogs. Clock stops, 6:26 to go. First half, 35-0 Eagles. And on the road at East Noble next week, and then Leo in 2 weeks here. So we're going to
2 good games.
2 good games. And, of course, finish with Norwell 3 weeks from tonight.
Last time we went to their place, it was
conference championship.
Yeah. Hopefully more of the same.
And they hand it off and into the pile for a couple. Simpson. So that's going to be 31-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down 5. Wyatt Freeman in on the tackle for Columbia City. Townsend the ball carrier. Okay, thank you. So Wallace in the shotgun. He's got receivers out there, and he hands off meanwhile. Oh, and slipping tackles. Look out. And inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10. First down. Clifton Townsend. So New Haven's biggest play from scrimmage in a while. Way back to that first drive.
They've got something going now into the red zone. 1st and goal, box only.
Yep.
I imagine they're going to keep it on the ground here and try and punch it in, but we'll see.
So Wallace out of the shotgun, 2 receivers over on the other side, 1 to the near side. Here comes, and they're going to hand it off. And again, nice hit in there down to the 5-yard line as they kind of put a hard hit on Townsend, but he gets it to the 5.
Bean, hard-hitting linebacker. All those linebackers and D-line just not a friendly greeting when you get into the backfield.
No. 2nd and goal from the 5. Clock rolling, 4:51 to go in the half. Andrew Thompson, Justin Daly here at the stadium. Braden at the station and others.
Oh.
Officials time. You can hear that wind howling.
Yep, once the play clock reset, Olinsky on top of it, resets it. Here we go.
Boy, listen to that wind howl.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
And a fake, and he throws it.
Oh.
Incomplete. That went through about 3 players' hands there.
Yeah, and it looked like it came closest to the New Haven receiver and bounced into his arms. Hard to see through the window and the rain.
Third down 5.
That umbrella is about to blow away down there on the far sideline.
Yep. So third down and goal from the 5 for the Bulldogs. 4:28 to go.
The pylon blew over.
Yep.
Both did.
And they give it up the middle. Townsend to the 4, so he only gains a yard, and it's 4th down.
Right into the Columbia City D line. Stifles that. We'll see.
Really not much there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're almost going to have to pass here or look for something on the outside because you still got, I would think they're going to go for it here.
Yep. At 0-5, I think they're going for it. East Noble 14, Norwell nothing. Leo 23, Belmont nothing. Huntington North 14, DeKalb nothing in the conference. Snyder 14, Homestead 0. Fort Wayne, Wayne leads Carroll 8-7. Garrett leads West Noble 7-6. So timeout Bulldogs. Those are the scores. Compliments of Coach Doug Stoffel. Listening in Bar Harbor, Maine tonight. Nice vacation spot, I imagine.
All the way from Wayne.
So,
holy crow. 216 people on YouTube. Wow, it just keeps getting more.
okay.
You're like, oh no. You're like, no more YouTube. Just keeps going up.
All right. Well, I've
Timeout. New
failed-
Haven thinks it over.
failed to bring the underwriter clipboard with the underwriters on it, so I
Well,
don't have
usually there's one in the case, or isn't there? Or, I don't know.
I don't know where that is, but it's dark in here right now. So.
We did an online version. Got your
Well.
laptop.
Well, I did at one time have them on the phone, but I think those probably aren't there anymore.
Well, we know we have the unicorn explosion. We know that one.
Of course, we have Move Over Ice
yes,
Cream,
we know that.
and Morse's Builders Mart.
Morse's Builders Mart. They're located on State Road 9 or something like that.
Van Buren Street.
Van Buren, that's right.
All right. Here go the Bulldogs. 4th and goal from the 4, and they fake the handoff. Fire. Picked off. Columbia City.
No.
20, 30, 40. Gavin Smith's going to outrun the field. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Holy smokes. That was right about the goal line, wasn't it?
Wow. His
Holy
6th
smokes.
interception. Another pick 6
Unbelievable.
for tonight. That's got to be a longest pick 6 and most pick 6 in a game.
Wow. So at the 8:32 mark, Gavin Smith intercepts it.
Wow.
And on 4th and goal, and New Haven looked to have it, but Smith cut in, and it was lights out. Yeah, I see it, Kissinger. Kissinger keeps putting my lookalike on the scoreboard for
Doppelganger.
a what?
Your doppelganger. Is that a new word? Did I teach you a word for once, right?
I don't
Okay.
have any idea what you're talking about. Kick is up and good.
That's a first.
So we're going to call that a 100-yard pickoff. And taken to the house all the way back 100 yards as the rain continues to pelt down here at the stadium.
42-0.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
So 42-0. And it's been all Columbia City tonight. New Haven's had a couple knocking on the door, but haven't been able to hit pay dirt. So we'll be on running clock at the half unless something changes, but
Yeah, I think we will.
wow. What an
Have a
offensive
day.
onslaught.
Have a day, Gavin Smith. My goodness.
3:28 to go in the half.
Coach Fox might be bringing him up tonight.
He brought him up a couple weeks ago, if I remember right.
He might have. I might have not been up here.
So again, Barry will hold the ball for Johnson, so it doesn't blow off the tee with the winds gusting as high as they are. So Johnson to kick. And high end over in floater, going to be fielded at the 25 by one of the kick returners. And that was Turner, and he gets knocked down at the 32-yard line where New Haven will try to do something with 3:24 to go.
Wow. Good stat. That's number 6, correct?
Yeah, it's number 6.
That's a lot. Interceptions can be hard to come by.
All right, Mom's listening tonight.
Oh, yes.
Somebody's checking in on YouTube. Oh, that's Brent Bockelman, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you said that earlier.
Yeah.
So Columbia City back on defense, but boy, they've lit it up now. And a high snap, they give it up. First man through Simpson again. He's going to get a couple. 3rd and 8, or 2nd and 8, I should say.
Red Wings playing the Blackhawks. Preseason exhibition
Yep.
in Detroit.
And they played 2 nights ago as well.
Yes, indeed.
And the quarterback, Wallace, fakes on the hot seat, under duress, throws against the green, throws it into the bench. Incomplete, so it's going to bring up 3rd down, 8.
Good coverage downfield, nothing really open. Play breaks down, rolls out, and just throw that one away in the rain.
2:39 to go now in the half as the clock stops.
Official has to hold the ball until the center makes contact. They're a busy night for them, drying it off, and
I can't tell if the rain stopped or not.
it's so dark, hard to tell.
Yep. So Wallace back to throw. He's got time this time. Over the middle. Caught. First down, New Haven out to the 45. Thurber on the reception for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Good protection there, good patience from Wallace. Goes through his progressions, looks off a couple, and finds a guy settled into the middle of the field for a first down.
It's kind of the first time he's had time tonight.
Yeah,
he's
been
been
under duress.
Scrambling all over the place. So 2:20 to go. Wallace hands off, and Simpson's going to get maybe a yard as he heads across the 45 to the 46 on that big Eagle logo at midfield. Love on the tackle. 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to go.
Trying to get the ball off the field, slippery. Can't get it to the sideline.
And to reset the clock.
Had the coach and ball boy trying to get the ball off. It's not an easy operation tonight for anyone involved.
No. Like you said, the chain gang, that's
Yeah,
that's no picnic either.
No, trying to move on the wet turf and getting soaked.
I remember that a few nights when I was on that.
Yeah, the rainy games are no fun.
Oh, and it's loose ball, and New Haven picked it up on a deflection.
Popped into another receiver's hand.
So they lose a couple. So bring up 3rd down 11.
The running back had it, got hit. I think it was the running back. Had it, got hit, popped into the receiver right to his short left. Lucky bounce for them.
1:11 to go as the clock continues to roll towards halftime here at the stadium. And Wallace with time. Oh, and then he gets sacked, and we got a scrum there, and they got a And that's a gang tackle there if there ever was one. Back to the 30.
6 was open downfield. 30, yeah.
The pocket closed quickly on Wallace. So here comes the New Haven punting unit with 40 seconds. And they will have to punt it.
Turner was open near sideline down the field. Going to be tough to connect there on a deep ball. Went to throw and just kind of slipped out of his hand and kind of caught his own pass, for lack of a better term, and took the sack.
So Suarez to kick. Blocked again by the Eagles. Holy smokes. Flag on the play. It's picked up by McIntosh, and he gets drugged down from behind. Could have been a horse collar. There's the flag. Horse collar tackle there. There was a flag over across the way. So we've got double fouls here on the play. So the referees will discuss this with 15 seconds. That's the second block we've gotten.
Special teams and defense, turnovers all over the place. Scoop and scores, pick six. Had it all tonight.
Yeah.
Official checking with Coach Fox to see what they want to do or give an explanation. Maybe both.
I'll start on New Haven.
Okay.
And then the horse collar tackle.
Declined.
That's declined. They're going to take a personal foul. Horse collar tackle on New Haven. So that's going to move Columbia City up to, or down to, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the 16, so the Eagles really could put a hurting on New Haven here in this first half.
Almost another scoop and score for McIntosh.
Yeah.
If he could get around the edge from that line, and that was a tough angle, though, to escape that tackle.
Yep.
And it's a penalty, so he probably would have if it wasn't for the horse collar.
So Bradbury under center. Trace Parrish lined up in the backfield. Looks like Faust out here in the receiving. Man, they threw a little counter in there. Fuller cuts up the middle, slips a tackle, scores! Touchdown! 11:50 mark of the second quarter, and Eagles on the board again, 4 from 16 yards out. He broke one tackle, and that was the end of the shebang as he took it to the house.
Adds to his point record.
Yes, he owns that record now. 4 from 16. Johnson to kick as this one gets out of hand and then some. So Johnson to kick it. Low snap, they get it down, and that's up and good.
Well, we didn't get the scoring record versus Belmont, but we are going for it tonight. I think it's safe to say these Eagles are the real deal against any opponents. Obviously, here's still a quality opponent in New Haven, despite their record, like you said, and the Eagles just taking it to them.
Now we shut down the running game. Usually they have a tradition. They usually have a strong running game. Usually have a real solid runner.
Correct.
But
we'll be tested in the next 2 weeks. But based on how this Eagles team has this momentum and has been playing, I would expect more good performances to come. Not to look ahead too far, but as we're getting close to half here, definitely out of hand.
49-0. Johnson will kick it off for Columbia City.
Sandstorm just put it on repeat.
Rain still pelting out there. And here's the boot. Just going to squib it. Fielder, they bobble it. Look out. Columbia City got it.
Uh-huh. McIntosh.
As New Haven just imploding here.
Hit off a knee and into the paws of Mac.
Well, So at the 40-yard line, or 35-yard line, 6 seconds.
I could see Coach Fox handing this off, or if you break a tackle, or, like Fuller just did, break through the line of scrimmage, even with the big lead, I could still see him handing it off. It's not even the half yet, so you can't stop playing to a certain extent. You got to play the game. Now they are going to take a knee here. That makes sense as well, with it being the end of the half. Get to the locker room.
So that's going to do it.
It's first negative rushing play
Yeah.
for the Eagles. Negative play in general.
So we head to the intermission. Your score, Columbia City 49, New Haven nothing. Unbelievable. Well, we'll see if we get some stats from the coaching staff over there.
Little chef's kiss on the first half over there, and sprinkling some salt on it with the gifts, and yeah, we'll get the stats.
So, happy bunch of Eagles go off tonight. A few hardy souls braving the weather tonight, and I'd say our stands are just shy of half full. Lana Trimmer checking into the broadcast. Yes, New Haven used to be hard to beat. It's raining at Shriner Lake. Okay, well, I think it's raining in the all over here. So
even last year they were tough and got us. It was a tough game.
What was that? A one-score game?
Yeah.
Well, no, wait a minute.
They pulled away just towards the end. It was
That's
close
right.
the whole way, and then they went up 2 scores. I think
We were up 7-6 and then lost it.
Yep.
I think 21-7 or 20-7.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bizarre game, but yes, as we see the chain gang maybe heading for cover, as they come
Can't
across
blame
him.
them.
So I don't know if you're Coach Shear. I don't know what. I don't know. There's not much to say at halftime.
Coach Fox. You should Coach Fox.
Well, I was talking about Coach Shear from New Haven.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm like, what do you?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing.
You
just
just keep coaching, but it
they've
can
had
be
about 6
demoralizing.
plays go right, and
Yeah.
everything else has gone south.
Especially with their close losses, you'd like to come out and be competitive out here tonight. It just hasn't gone their way.
So statistically, it looks like this for Columbia City: Landon Fazio and Denise Spencer listening in tonight. Everybody's staying home in the comfort of their homes. Fazio, 5 rushes, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Fazio's average run is 21 yards, as long as 54. Trace Parrish carried it 8 times for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 9.3 per carry, and his long is 33. Stratton Ford carried it 3 times, 24 yards for a touchdown, and his long was 16 yards. As he's averaging 8 yards per carry there. Gavin Smith, 1 carry, 5 yards. His long 5 yards. Bradbury, 1 for -1. And that was the taking a knee there at the last play. Johnson, 7 for 7 on extra points. And let's see. Punt return, we've returned 1 punt. We've blocked a couple. Faust had the lone return for 16 yards. Defensive, Leo and Love with 4 tackles. Wyatt Freeman and Corbin McIntosh with 3 apiece. Sam Bean with 2. Zach Berry with 3 tackles. Ethan McIntosh with 3. Stratton Fuller with a couple of tackles. And Gavin Shepard and Gavin Smith each with a tackle. Take a look at New Haven here. They're 6 of 13 through the air for 42 yards, 2 interceptions thrown by the quarterback, Wallace. And let's see, rushing wise, if I can't see anything, we don't even have a number 4 on the roster, but no, that's number of rushes. They don't have the numbers there. Well, at any rate, you don't know who did it for New Haven. So anyway,
I was looking at rushes too.
Well, never mind that. Let's see. We'll go back here, and we'll go down and get some other team stats here. First downs, 6 apiece for the two squads, according to these stats. Third down efficiency, Columbia City 0 for 4. New Haven 5 for 17. Columbia City 1 of 1 on fourth down. New Haven has not tried fourth down other than punting. Columbia City racks up 207 total yards. Seemed like more than that.
A lot of turnovers.
Oh, wait a minute.
Pick six and scoop and score.
But
Have an offense a ton.
But that doesn't include that, does it?
No.
Like a
that-
scoop and
correct.
score? Okay.
Correct. The scoop and score does not include it, so a lot of touchdowns that way.
So 207 yards offensively for the Eagles, 89 for the Bulldogs. Passing yards, none for the Eagles. And 42 for the Bulldogs. Columbia City threw one pass, 0 for 1. New Haven 6 of 13 through the air for 3.2 yards per pass, and they threw 2 interceptions. Rushing, Columbia City 18 carries, 207 yards. That's 11.5 per rush, and 2 penalties for 30 yards. For New Haven, they have 89 total yards on the half, 42 through the air, and 47 on the ground. They were 6 of 13 again through the air, and they did throw the 2 interceptions again. So I'm kind of hitting some stats double here. Let's see here. Rushing, 25 carries for 47 yards. They only averaged 1.9, and that's not traditional New Haven down your throat run the football like they've been over the years. But so at any rate, they get flagged 4 times for 40 yards and penalties, 2 New Haven turnovers. Not there are more than that. Time of possession on this thing is out of whack. That's for sure. So we do not have that stat. So this new program has been giving the staff fits. A lot of staffs. This was the new system, but I guess there's a lot of schools on it, and it some nights it kind of goes south. But so wow, we're here at the intermission. Robin Ganna gets riding the storms out. Tuned in from Rooster Ridge, Tennessee. Welcome broadcast. Yeah, they're getting
the US tonight.
They're getting a little heavier stuff down there. We're just getting kind of moderate heavy rain maybe.
Yeah, no lightning, no storms.
Yeah. So 49-0. Don't forget alumni golf outing coming up in a couple of weeks on the 12th.
That's right, big day, October.
So if you're interested in that, I think you know who to get a hold of. And we got 12 teams rolling in at this point, so we'll see where we go with that. Proceeds, of course, benefit the Bob Britt Memorial Scholarships, which we give out in May.
Honors combo.
Yep.
Always good.
Yeah, it's just good to have several Columbia City alumni together.
Yes.
And have a good time, and obviously our friends of Columbia City High School. You do not need to be an alumni to participate, obviously. So, but that's coming up in a couple of weeks at Eagle Glen. 18-hole scramble. And hopefully the weather cooperates this time around. So, I tell you what, this would be grounds for canceling right here.
Yeah, we had to cancel the one
Last year.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunate. So hopefully this year the weather will be nice, and it's been pretty nice as of late.
Yes, until the last few days.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the remnants of this hurricane blew in. Coach Groove, all right. He's got the stats here. Yeah. You guys haven't quite got that all figured out yet, have you? No, but, I mean, the time of possession and... Yeah. Well, I think Coach Fox said that they've had a lot of problems with that thing. No. So, but no, thank you for what you bring. That helps, so I don't have to ad-lib much anymore, and that gets it's a little bit redundant and repetitive after a while. So.
Especially in a game like this, not much to
no, really
say.
not much
We've
to
had
say.
a lot of these this year. Got the newspaper though with the
You know,
it's kind of fun
the
to look
game
at.
night.
Yeah, the game night newspaper. Player of the week, matchups, previews, team previews.
Looks like they're featuring the NECC tonight.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. Some SAC.
yeah, they got all the local conferences in it.
Yeah. Wonder if they have an NE8 section in this week's.
I'm not sure they do.
We should get some coverage. I mean, shoot,
Well, they put everybody in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take a look here, and there's the SAC.
Homestead, Northrop, Garrett.
Maybe we're not in it this week.
I guess not.
So
Only so many pages, I guess, but they're talking about Dwanger.
So I guess we're not a part of the game night this week, but maybe yeah, you're right. They probably have limited pages and more high schools than so they probably rotate some of that out.
Right.
The SAC probably gets in every time because that's obviously the Fort Wayne metro area.
Yep, big conference.
So Columbia City to East Noble next week. Now that will be interesting. East Noble coming in at they should be undefeated in the conference too.
That should be a highly touted matchup in Kendallville.
Yeah, we'll just look up their record right now.
Probably a lot of coverage for that. Always a big game every year, but especially when both teams roll in undefeated.
Let's see. This is let's see what we have here on East Noble. This dang thing.
iPhone.
East Noble. They're 4-1. Alex Stewart, first-year head coach, as Luke Amstutz took over as athletic director.
Yes. They're up 21-0 at the half right now.
Coach Richmond wiping the window off. Good deal.
It's like a car wash.
Yeah. So they lost 35-10 to Snyder. Otherwise, they beaten Bremen, Huntington North, DeKalb, and they beat Leo at Leo. That was quite the deal.
Win.
Donnybrook last week, 35-29. I don't think that was an overtime.
It is at Donnybrook.
They host Norwell, and then host us, and then they will finish at New Haven at Belmont.
Norwell tonight, correct? Yep. Up
So-
1-0, so looking like well on their way to a victory there and undefeated
Yep.
matchup. Should be fun.
So
Hopefully
if-
some nice weather.
Yeah, if they would happen to get us, they'd probably have the conference sewing up, given their last two games against New Haven and Belmont.
It's almost a conference championship game
For us, well, for them too, I guess.
Yeah, really, it's conference in a sense, conference championship game. Just a little earlier in the season,
Of course, we have to play Leo yet here in
True.
a couple of weeks.
so you never know with that. They already have
They're having
played Leo, like you said, and took care of them. So
and then at East Noble at Norwell for the Eagles, and then host Leo in their last three. Senior night, October 11th against Leo.
always a tougher back end of the schedule. I know people have called for the schedule to be changed year to year, but in all sports, they just don't do that, for the NE8 or any conference, really,
No, well,
Football's different,
I think it's obviously a factor in football
definitely.
because you only play once
game,
a week.
Right, yeah. And each game matters, so much when you're obviously you only get so many of them. There's so much more importance on it. And you're only playing two non-conference, so your whole schedule is pretty much conference. That's a big piece of your season.
And that schedule, I know Coach Fox has lobbied for a rotating schedule, but the ADs haven't been on that. But
Right.
because we've played Belmont since 1989, Labor Day weekend,
That's crazy, right.
or the third game, so to speak, or the second game back in the 8-game schedule
Right.
used to play.
Through the years, that many years, you think it somehow changed, just,
No,
but nothing.
all they did was plug in Huntington North for Homestead and then Leo for Carroll in the schedule when the
Right.
the NHC ceased operations, and then the NE8 was born.
Straight swap, and Belmont was in both, so they didn't move.
Well, nobody moved.
Yeah. Well, just the two teams moving out, I guess. Two moving in.
They just flipped them in the schedules, and they just stayed the same. So the NHC came along in 89-90, and
Until 2015.
yeah.
2015.
So in Belmont's always been our first game in the conference. Oh boy, Brian and Vanessa checking in from Bloomington, getting ready for IU's game. 50-mile-per-hour max pulling the camper down here. Go Eagles, go Hoosiers. They're having a good season.
Yeah, IU, the new coach, undefeated, right? First time an IU coach ever started out for now.
Yep, so that's good to see. They need to start putting some butts in the seats down there at the Memorial Stadium and come back to some prominence. So, well, good to know that Brian and Vanessa are down there safely in the 50-mile-an-hour winds. Obviously, they're getting a little more brunt of that remnants of Helene that have moved into the area. So the Eagles on the field, so is New Haven, and there's the buzzer, and we'll have the good old 3-minute warm-up period, I believe. Yep. So that just prolongs the ad-libbing.
Should be a quick second half, running clock.
True.
Get everyone out of the rain.
So down in Bloomington. And it's 49-0. It's been all Columbia City have taken advantage of New Haven miscues, penalties, whatnot, blocked punts. And then, because New Haven moved the ball right out of the gate, got 3 first downs, and appeared to be marching, and then that drive stalled inside Columbia City territory. And from there, it's just been not much for New Haven.
Yeah, Columbia City's put a lot of pressure on them on both sides of the ball, but obviously, like we've discussed, some miscues on New Haven has not helped the cause to they're not to put the score to this point.
Yep. They don't have very many football players, period.
No, I feel like they've in the past had more. Small team. I imagine that's their whole, you'd think they dress their freshmen, so I don't know. Then again, the roster looks larger than the players in the field.
Well, there could be.
So that could be too. They only dress, so they may not dress their freshmen.
They may not have, and maybe saving some for JV ball in the morning.
Right. So maybe their thinking is why to bring them out, get them ready for tomorrow, and obviously, I imagine we're going over to their place for JV.
Yep. So the officials back at midfield, ready to get this meeting called back to order. Glad you're with us tonight. Columbia City receives the opening kickoff as they deferred. As this one got out of hand early. Columbia City with 28 in the first and 21 more in the second. And I'd have to say the highlight was the Gavin Smith pick at the goal line and running it back 100 yards for a touchdown.
Can't break that record.
No.
100 yards.
I doubt we've had a 100-yarder. I don't know. I'd have to look at that record.
Yeah.
Or Coach Fox would know.
Yeah, he'll know or look it up. Or
it's like Mr. Leach's golf cart got fixed or whatever you call that thing.
The ATV.
Yeah.
Electric. Eco-friendly.
That broke down on him earlier in the week. Boy, look at that rain come down now.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks for sticking with us tonight. Hopefully you're sticking with us even though the game's kind of out of hand. But Columbia City will receive And Stratton Fuller. And is that Faust out there? Trace Parrish, the up man. Is that rain really?
Yep. Sheets of rain. Faust deep, Fuller deep. Yeah, you're right. The sheets, you can see it.
So here's the kick. Nice kick, line drive, going to be fielded by Fuller at the 5, across the 10, the 15, the 20, and gets airmailed, fights through some tackles. Oh my, another 15 yards. Out to the 39.
Kept the legs churning.
Fuller, he looked like he was toast back at the 15, and he makes it all the way out to the 39. See, he fielded that, at about the 5, so that's about 34-yard return. He drug half the New Haven special teams unit with him. So
He did.
we see Papa Warner checking in.
Oh, yeah. Got the huddle going.
Okay, so the clock is rolling now with the 35-point threshold being eclipsed. 11:11 to go, third quarter, 49-0, and now what? So we have a timeout.
He's getting someone off the field. Need a sub because of something. Not sure why.
He was evidently trying to button his chin strap, and something's wrong with it.
Yeah, equipment malfunctions. You got to get off the field.
So Fazio comes in for Creason.
Yeah, Fuller re-entered.
Okay, and coming around the near side, cutting up field and across midfield into New Haven territory. Atkins drags the pile. So Atkins getting a little bit of action. And that's going to give him what, 16? Yep.
Put some JV players in.
Well, Atkins usually gets spot duty.
Yeah.
In the varsity game.
Yeah, they've kind of
as a senior.
Yeah, it looks like they're mixing in some JV players, or at least some backups, maybe not even JV.
As the rain comes down harder here at the stadium.
Yep. It's looks like, yeah, they've moved to Barry at quarterback. Brad Barry's day is done.
Okay, so Zach Barry in at QB for the Eagles. Thanks, JD, for picking up on that.
Yep.
And Fazio in motion. Barry hands off on the counter. Look out, 40, 30. Atkins inside the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Columbia City. Landon Atkins sees his first action here in the second half and
finds the end zone.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I did not, 63, did not see a scoring record chance coming tonight. Definitely thought we, were the superior team, but.
Atkins, where did he run that in from, the 45? Yep.
Yeah, it was around there.
So Johnson to kick. Running clock in effect.
Yep.
So Barry to hold for Johnson. Uhair to snap. Nice snap, set, kick, and through the uprights. And that makes it Columbia City 56. New Haven 0. Oops. Coach Olinsky put 61 up there momentarily. He's trying to break the record beforehand.
Coach Olinsky helping out Coach Fox.
56-0 now.
I'm sure Foxy wouldn't be too upset about that. All you need is a field goal to break the record.
Apparently it's 62, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what we determined.
Wonder when that was.
Game. It's happened 3 times actually. We looked in this. It happened.
Oh, in that.
Yeah, Belmont 1 year, and I can't remember the other 2, but yeah, it's happened for some reason. We land on 62.
So New Haven out there ready to go. Columbia City still huddled up. Simpson and Turner back deep for the Bulldogs. 56-0. Clock stops on change of possession. At least that's what the crew's doing tonight.
Yeah, varsity football. You gotta
go
by the book.
A couple instances they ran it.
They did do that sometimes. Yeah, and it just depends on the crew. This crew seems pretty much by the book. Usually, JV can kind of get away with that. Sometimes in varsity too.
So Johnson to tee it up again. Of course, a member of the soccer team.
Yes.
which they had senior night the other night, won 5-0 over Central Noble, if memory serves me correctly. Robbie Dillon checking in tonight. And going to be fielded at the 28 by Simpson. Don't overdo it, guys. Actually, that was Turner. Creasing on the tackle. So Snyder 21, Homestead nothing. We hear in the background from our cohorts on the other network. Okay, so New Haven trying to get on the scoreboard with 8.5 to go, third quarter, 56-0. We are on running clock. And Wallace hands to. Oh, slip tackles and out across the 45 to the 47. As that was Clifton Townsend. So they move the sticks for New Haven. Tanner Ellis on the tackle for the Eagles. Because we have a lot of new ones in there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely at this point. Throwing in some backups, some JV players, getting some time on Friday night.
Yep.
Same for New Haven to a certain extent.
Because they don't have too many dressed, though.
Yeah. They've thrown in a couple new guys, but not,
It's like,
don't have much to change out.
and they get lined up, and across midfield goes Townsend again. He gets 6. Or no, gets 5.
He's running hard. Despite the score, should play the game.
R.J. Ferris on the tackle for Columbia City. Inside Columbia City territory, the Bulldogs at the 49. Clock running 7:11 to go, 56-0. And Wallace out of the shotgun fakes. There's a little screen pass and nice move upfield and near a first down, but short is Turner. Nice tackle by Ferris.
Once again, that's what you want to see if you're New Haven. Try and draw some positives from this drive, from this game. Just get positive yards each play and see where it gets you. You're not going to score 56 points in one touchdown.
No.
So just keep chipping away.
So they get the play from the coach on the sidelines. New Haven getting everybody lined up. Down to 6 on the play clock, 6:20 to go third quarter. Wallace hands off, and
First down.
then that's going to be Townsend again. First down, New Haven. We get some new numbers out there. I can't see very well in here, but 63, I haven't seen that number out there. Jace Pettigrew, looks like. Caught that number. So Wallace out of the shotgun. Fakes, and Wallace against the green. Oh, it's deflected and intercepted by the Eagles. And getting away, running down the sidelines, 20, 15, 5, 10, or 10-5 touchdown.
Firth Miller. Another pick six.
One of the Firth Miller boys, huh? Oh, boy, a lineman's dream there.
The point record. Make the kick.
So that was which Firth Miller?
Andrew.
A sophomore.
Be talking about that for years to come. Hey, I was a sophomore on a Friday night, pick six
Yep.
them. Hopefully broke the record.
So that was about what, 5 minutes roughly? Because we got the running clock, so it was right about 5 minutes. We'll call it that. 62-0. And the kick blocked.
You can't make this up.
Maybe slipped a little bit there.
Right, yeah, it's not an ideal night to kick.
And he's already 7 for 7 or whatever. And
I'm telling you, that's 62. it's a lucky number. But, hey, there's plenty of time left. But, we'll probably got another pick six in us. So, I don't know. Yeah, 3, right?
You only have 4 offensive touchdowns?
Mm-hmm. The 3 pick sixes, a scoop and score.
on the punt.
On the
one of
punt,
the
yeah, the
punts.
blocked punt, scoop and score, and then almost another blocked punt, scoop and score on the. Yeah.
As
God.
Wallace's pass
Keep
got
up.
deflected and into the hands of Andrew Firstmiller, who raced down the far sideline over there.
The linebacker takes it for 6.
With 4.5 to go, third quarter, 62-0. As I never expected anything like this tonight.
Yeah, not like this.
You look at this team losing by 2 to Lures, playing with them the whole game, and losing to Northrop by 5 and 1 to Norwell. It just this
Goes
is
to show
unbelievable.
what Columbia City's built. They're a force to be reckoned with this year.
That's going to go into the end zone touchback.
I'm telling you, if I was East Noble or Leah, I'd be like, yeah.
Well, they're going to provide a stiffer test.
Definitely will, but man, these have just been total domination. But yes, we will definitely see what this football team's made of the next 2 weeks. But week in and week out, they've proven it. Not one close game yet this year. Obviously, next week could be a close one. But based on the way we've played, I wouldn't be surprised if we were able to also win those.
So Wallace bobbles it, and Wallace keeps it. And he's out across the 25 to the 27-yard line, so they get 7 yards.
New quarterback.
Oh, it is 16. That's Clifton.
Wake.
Wake. Sander Roberson on the tackle for Columbia City. Ethan Wake, the quarterback, a sophomore, 6 foot, 150-pounder for the Bulldogs. Down to 3.5 to go in the third, 62-0 Columbia City. And here's Wake on the move. Wake to the near side, shakes and bakes, slips a tackle, and he gets across the 25 and cuts upfield to the 30 and runs out of bounds at the 35. So first down as Wake gets the necessary 3 yards and then some. So they'll move the chains. Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes now to go third quarter. 62-0. Unbelievable. So New Haven. Wake out of the shotgun. Pretty much the same formation they've had all night. And Wake keeps it.
Pistol.
Eludes a tackle, but they tackle him for a loss.
Turn.
Arrow Mullinax. I think that's one of Coach Culp's wrestlers, I think.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up second down 13. Ball at the New Haven 32 as they work it left to right or towards the south goal here at the stadium. And Wake fakes. Wake on the run. And he's going to keep it himself running out of bounds about the 37-yard line of New Haven. Actually, they're going to say back at the 35. Okay, so back it up a couple yards. Third down 10 for the Bulldogs. 1:40 to go in the third. Third and 10 Bulldogs. Their own 35. 2 receivers here to this near side, 1 to the far side. They got it off. And throwing downfield, and that misses everybody. Fourth down 10. Is the umpire about the only one in the vicinity of that.
Not a good situation to come into there. I mean, down big. got some first downs with his legs, and then just third and long, I should say, just going to take a big completion there in the rain.
Lucas Duncan on to receive the punt. Is this Suarez again? Is that 50? I think it is.
Yep.
So Suarez to kick again.
Same punter. Got some action.
And a little high snap. He gets it out of there this time. Nice kick.
Oh.
That's going to take a New Haven bounce. And is it going to get in the end zone? Yes.
Man.
New Haven almost got there.
Yeah. It's probably going to let the third expire. And
Yep.
head to the fourth.
So 13 points in the stanza for the Eagles. Rain's let up a little, but
Yeah, it's kind of coming in waves with the sheets.
and there's the horn. Siren, I should say. Been all Columbia City tonight. And let's see what else we can pick up here.
See if we can break a record tonight. White Sox at Detroit. Oh, shoot.
They're going to break the
Yeah,
record.
they're gonna
4-1
break it.
top of the ninth. Chicago bats with, in the top of the ninth, trailing the Tigers by 3 in the Motor City.
And they walked it off versus the Angels. Gosh, some close games. I never thought I'd be following a 120 loss team so closely, or the world following that so closely, to break the record. They were I watched the video. They were booing the White Sox off the field when they walked it off because they wanted them to lose so they could see history. You don't see that every day. Thought that was kind of odd.
I didn't see that.
If you walk it off, well, 2 nights in a row, the White Sox
Yep.
won the one, and they walked it off, and a lot of fans were upset.
What is that? Oh, is Warner trying to get the wire again?
He's cleaning the huddle camera.
That's quite a contraption. He's got some kind of what looks like
Yeah.
a ghost on a stick.
It's a scary.
Well, look at that. He's
Yeah.
got something that's,
as scary as YouTube.
I don't know what that is, but
Mickey Mouse operation. What in the world?
wow.
Got to get it done, though. Oh, shoot. Atkins, 25.
Atkins gets 5 yards. He's run away in the fourth. And tackle Simmons for the Bulldogs on the tackle. As everything's going right for the Eagles tonight. And Atkins gets eaten for lunch on that one. As Gabe McDivitt in at quarterback now. We got an injury timeout.
One of the first Columbia
It's
City
Atkins, I
injuries.
think.
Trainer Vandersall on the scene.
So, injury time here with 11:10 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, they're going to get him up. Okay. Atkins. Arm.
He got slammed pretty good. on
Yeah.
that turf.
We'll see if he stays out. He's had a good day in a short stint out there. Touchdown run. Subbing in. Got a lot of
Holding his wrist.
Riley Baxter coming in for the injured Atkins.
So McDivitt at quarterback for Columbia City. And keeps it. McDivitt pitches
Whoops.
it late.
Barry. Ian
And
Barry.
Ian Barry takes it for about 3 yards. Riley Baxter. Fourth down and 3.
Well, Looks like, yep, they're going to bring out the punt team, which is the right call.
Tanner Friend to punt. So the deep man for New Haven stands inside Columbia City territory.
Flag. Could have lined up off sides. Looked
Punt
like that
fielded
mistake.
by New Haven, and 45-50, cut up field 45, 40-yard line, and the Simmons returns it for New Haven.
New
Flag
Haven,
on the play.
New Haven lined up off sides.
So we might have a first down.
Yep. Yep.
They're picking it
Oh,
up.
they're picking it up. Well, he must have saw something, but okay.
And the wind continues to howl outside the press box here. So they're going to have it at the 39, at the Columbia City 39, the Bulldogs. 9:15 to go as the clock rolls. 62-0 Eagles.
Yeah, see if they can preserve the shutout here.
So Wake out of the shotgun for New Haven. They fumble it, but Wake falls on it. So they're going to lose 7 on the play. If it can go wrong, it's gone wrong for the Bulldogs tonight.
No doubt.
So that takes it all the way back to the 47-yard line. So it's going to be second down 17 for the Bulldogs at the Columbia City 47-yard line. There's 8.5 to go.
Let's get on side. He's lined up. Yeah,
Yeah, they're going to back
up.
him off. Wake, I should say. Wake hands off, and they eat that for lunch. Jace Pettigrew on the tackle for the Columbia City. So they lose a couple more to back to midfield. 3rd and 21.
Good to see your JV defense come out here and force some big losses.
Yep.
Backed them up quite a ways and try to preserve this goose egg.
So Wake high snap, he flags it down. Wake on the run to the far side, cuts upfield. No, he's going to be, throws it late. And threw it away, and that's going to be 4th and 21. So Saraz comes on to punt. With 7:05 to go in this one. Suarez. And our return man is Lucas Duncan, a freshman.
Yep. Good running back for the middle school team last year.
No, and that punt shanked. And that goes right to one of the Columbia City coaches. Coach Blake make the catch.
Yep. Special teams coordinator makes the catch.
As the punt got up in the wind and went absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I think he kind of shanked it off the side of his foot as well.
Yeah, if you're Columbia City here, hand it off a few times, and that running clock should, you can move the ball a little bit. Put this game in the books here soon as the White Sox break the modern MLB record with the 121st loss of the season.
Yes.
What's your deal, Kissinger? Here's
Barry.
Columbia City's Ian Barry out across midfield.
Go Tigers.
You really a Tiger fan?
I don't have a.
Oh, you don't have a baseball team. Well, that figures.
Them are the Twins.
The Twins. And I'm sure a few of their players get asked about that in post-game interviews.
Yeah, I think so. And Grady Sizemore, interim manager.
Yep.
Feel bad for him.
5:20 to go. Eagles second down 4 at midfield. And, whoa, big hit by New Haven.
32 with the stop of the Bulldogs.
Noah McCoy on the run for the Eagles.
Third down.
Third down 6 or third down 5, take your pick. Under 5 to go. Been all Columbia City tonight. So at the New Haven, or check that, Columbia City at their own 49. Third down 6. And they keep it. Quarterback McDivitt. First down and then some. Spins off a couple tackles. He's down. 30, 20, 5, 10, 5. Touchdown, Columbia City. So apparently we break a record for all-time points.
Celebration ensues on the CC sideline.
All Eagles here in Columbia City.
They all know it too.
Yeah.
So McDivitt from 49 yards, the quarterback runs it in. Actually, that's 51 yards because it was our 49.
Wow.
68 to 0.
They did it. After that Belmont game, you
Yep.
kind of thought that was probably the one chance until maybe next year, but shoot.
So Johnson.
Oh.
Oh, it's a fake.
Oh, wow.
70.
Fox
Tyler Faust.
wanted 70 bomb. That's the most points definitely first time we ever touched 70. Save the football. Put in the trophy case.
So Faust,
Go for a record that record won't be broken for a long
2-pointer. So Barry took it then out of the hole, didn't he? Through the pass. So it was Barry to Faust on the 2-pointer. $70 to nothing. Unbelievable. As what was it? 30? Was it 35 at the intermission?
Somewhere around there.
40. 42.
Yeah, because it was a running clock. Obviously 35.
So we put up 28 more here in the second half.
Yep.
And there's the kick. High end over in floor, going to be fielded at. That's going to go into the end zone. Brad Nelson checking in tonight.
Eagles with a TD from Gabe McDivitt to break the all-time team scoring record for a game.
Mr. Leach put that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Good deal.
3 minutes to go. And New Haven will try to get something going. Now this one out of hand. So New Haven taking their time here. And there's the whistle. Columbia City jumps offside. So that's about the A little bit of what went wrong. Not much has gone wrong, but Eagles flag 5 yards, 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. And high snap, but flagged down by Wake, hands off, and Simmons going to get eaten up, maybe for a loss. And down to a minute 46. Molinax on the tackle for Columbia City. Minute and a half to go. So they're going to give them, what, a yard and a half on forward progress, something like that, 2nd and 8.
Chew some clock off.
And here comes Wake. 30.
Oh, no.
Out across the 40, midfield, and out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Columbia City. So Wake with a big run. They're down under a minute, so they're going to try to get it.
Yeah. Quarterback's got some wheels. Might see more of that.
Going to run out of time.
Yeah, but they're going to run out of time unless they get another big play. You're right.
43 seconds. New Haven in no particular hurry.
Yeah, probably 2 more plays, 1 more play, somewhere around there. They don't seem to have a lot of sense of urgency.
And they're going to take off the other way.
Yeah. Oh.
Threw it late, caught, and broken tackle, and down the sidelines, and they knock him out of bounds.
Clock's ticking. They're going to be content, it looks like. They're kind of hurrying.
I don't know what I don't know.
And they're going to try to, they might get 1 more snap off.
New Haven didn't want to call for time.
All right, here it is. Last play. See what they can do. Throw it up.
And there's the throw. Intercepted.
Fitting end.
And that's it.
Cohen Creason.
4th interception at the buzzer. Creason intercepts. 70-0 your final. Unbelievable. Wow. Columbia City went for 70 on a 2-pointer and got it. So the coaches and the players exchange pleasantries. So we only threw the ball like one time tonight, and then on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, the incompletion to Fuller in the back side of the far end zone, and then, then the 2-point conversion with Barry having your backup quarterback.
So this one comes to an end. Fuller doing his backflips down there. I just can't imagine this New Haven team. I just can't imagine them being 0-6, but
right. See if they can get a win. They play Belmont yet to go.
Do they?
I think that could be a win.
They may have some injuries too.
Yeah, that
still.
could be. And you hope for him and the first-year head coach get his first win under the belt here in the last final weeks of the season. So they have pieces, like we've said about just about every team. Just the Eagles, too much.
Yep. All right, Fazio on the running, 5 carries for 105 yards and a touchdown. His long was 54. And Trace Parrish, 8 rushes for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. His long was 33. Atkins in his duty at the end, 4 carries, 65 yards. 1 touchdown, 45 yards on the long. Gabe McDivitt, 51 yards and a touchdown. So that keeper that put us to 68 broke that record. And the subsequent 2-point conversion gave us 70. And let's see, Fuller, 3 carries, 24 yards and a touchdown. His long was 16. Ian Berry, 2 carries, 7 yards, or check that, 10 yards. His long was 7. Gavin Smith, One rush for 5. We didn't see much of Gavin Smith later in the game. Did we even see him in the second half? I didn't. So, Faust, 1 punt return for 16 yards. Friend, 1 punt for 32 yards. Fuller, 1 kickoff return for 34. Johnson, 8 of 9 on extra points tonight. And let's see. Let's go on down the way here. First downs, 12-9, New Haven. 6 of 20 on third down efficiency for the Bulldogs. 1 of 7 for the Eagles. 1 of 1 on fourth down efficiency for the Eagles. No attempts by New Haven. 331 total yards of offense for the Eagles. 166 for New Haven. Passing, New Haven 65 yards, Columbia City none. Columbia City only threw 1 pass. New Haven 8 of 19 through the air for those 65 yards, 3.4 per throw. 4 interceptions thrown by the Bulldogs. Rushing, Columbia City 331 yards to New Haven's 101. And those 101 yards for New Haven came on the 36 carries. Columbia City's 331 yards came on 26 attempts. Yards per rush, 12.7 for the Eagles, 2.8 for the Bulldogs. 3 penalties for 35 yards for Columbia City. New Haven flagged 4 times for 40 yards. 4 New Haven turnovers. I guess we didn't turn the ball over. Time of possession still fouled up on this, so we won't worry about that. Love, 4 tackles. Freeman 3. Corbin McIntosh 3. Bean 2. Zach Berry had 3. Ethan McIntosh had 3. Stratton Fuller with a couple of tackles. Gavin Shepard with 1. R.J. Ferris with a couple. Errol Mullinax with 1. Gavin Smith with 1. Tanner Ryder with 1. Jace Pettigrew also with a tackle. Andrew Firstmiller had an interception here in the column, and he took it all the way in. Cohen Creason with an interception. 2 interceptions by Gavin Smith. So, that's kind of where the stats got off there. As that is a 70-0 romp for the Eagles tonight.
Coach Fox heading up.
And 6-0 we are.
Undefeated. Heading into East Noble week.
Yep.
It's a big one in Kendallville.
Yep. Probably a lot stiffer test.
Definitely.
So we'll wait and see on that one next week, and then Leo in a couple of weeks here. So we got the 2
back-to-back
big heavyweights of the conference so far.
If you're, looking forward to, you're definitely looking forward to those games. Good tests heading into sectional play as well, but obviously the goal number 1, win the conference.
Yes, absolutely.
Go through some.
Okay.
He'll be back.
He's got to go to the bathroom. Good grief. That means we got to ad lib.
Oh, yes. More time to talk about this nail biter.
Well, I think I've just said all that can be said with stat-wise.
Right. We talked about the stats. We talked about the White Sox. We broke the scoring record, so got that done.
You want me to chime in? Give you athletic update. Athletic director, Kelly Leach.
He always declines interviews from me, so welcome to the broadcast.
Can you hear me? Because
yes.
I can't hear you.
Oh, this is kind of messed up. But welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Leach. Big cross-country event in the morning.
Yeah, cross country's headed to the New Haven Invitational held at Huntington University.
Oh, so you're familiar with that course then?
Yeah, I think the team runs there about 3 times throughout the season.
And I understand a week from now is the conference already.
Yep, and that's hosted here at Columbia City. I believe the girls start the day off at 10 a.m. Could be wrong. I think it's 10 a.m. But
yeah.
Yes, we host it here back behind the school. 88 Conference Cross Country Championship.
And I got to come out for some of that last year. It was neat. I'd never been to a cross country match, meet, I think you call it. But
We got
So-
boys soccer here tomorrow morning. I believe they are still in the running for conference. They haven't lost a conference match yet, so that'll be a good game. It's
Who do they
here at
play?
home. They play Norwell, 10 a.m. starting with JV tomorrow morning.
Hopefully the weather gets a little better, but it's a little bizarre weather here tonight. But anything else cooking tomorrow? Or is that it?
Well, we've got I believe the freshman volleyball team's headed to Central Noble for a tournament. JV volleyball's headed to Leo for a tournament. JV football obviously headed to New Haven for a 10 a.m. start there. I think that's it. And the cross-country teams, obviously, as you had already stated. Here he is.
So a lot to
there's
go.
my update for the weekend.
There's a lot to go, a lot to do, Mr. Leach.
Yeah, and the man of the hour is here. Nobody wants to listen to me, so
You always
congratulations
decline.
to the
but
football
you-
team. I got to get this in. With the football team scoring a record, I know that.
Right.
So congratulations, Coach Fox, as he comes in now.
All right. Well, trying to keep.
Can't believe you had Mr. Leach on.
Well, hey, we had to get somebody. My ad-libbing skills are starting to go south for the evening. There's
I
your.
apologize. It was
Oh, you're fine. So
it's in the rain.
it's been quite a night out there for you in the weather. As you'll plug your stats in again, and go take us through this one. We get a record tonight. Things look like that. New Haven's going to provide something up front on their first drive. They gained 3 first downs, moved the ball a little bit, and thought maybe we were going to have a little more here. And then all of a sudden, we took advantage of their miscues and just took it to town.
Yeah, so early we wanted to use the wind. We kicked with the wind, and then we were using the timeouts to try to gain another possession, make them kick into the wind. And just proud of the way our guys reacted to that, how we got a couple more scores out of that, and just proud of our guys. They fought. Could have been easy to lay down in the weather and say, hey, we're not going to compete, but our guys came out. They played well. They were fired up. They were ready to go from the get-go, and just super proud of our kids and the way that they've been playing. And I told them for the game, we were sitting at the same spot last year, and it went the other way, and we let it kind of continue. And so we wanted to concentrate on this and then do a good job and really now shift our focus to a huge game next week. So everybody get in your cars. Let's get a
Caravan.
Let's get a
Convoy.
bus. Let's get a what do you call those when you get the student
Fan
buses?
bus.
Fan bus, and let's travel up to Kendall-Tucky, and let's get a W.
Well, Coach Fox, yes, the old days of the fan bus. I haven't heard of a fan bus for many, many years. I don't know if you had them when you were in school, but they used to have them when I was in school.
Yeah. Fan bus when we went up there, and then they can travel and I don't know. Let's get somebody to support the kids and tell them, hey, you get on that fan bus and you're going to get a
T-shirt,
free Arby's roast beef sandwich or something for the trip or something like that. Let's do it.
Coach Fox has got instant ideas here, but yes, that will be a little bit of a different challenge up there, and we'll see what we can put on the line, and that should be a good matchup.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and I want us to try to play our best.
Absolutely, as we head into a couple of back-to-back, they're going to be pretty challenging, and so we'll get her done this time around, and take it home.
Yeah, absolutely. So I brought Wyatt Freeman up here tonight for you. Give you somebody to talk to. I mean, his name probably doesn't get called a lot, but he does a lot for us on the defensive line. And I'm just super proud of this kid because several times in his career where he could have stepped away from football and said, man, like I don't know where I'm going to fit in. I don't know what I'm going to do. And instead he has persevered, and he's a crucial part to our defense. And these are the kind of players that you, as a coach, end up remembering much longer to some of the other guys, just because you want an opportunity for a senior like this to have just his moment. And he was patient with us, and he gives his all, and he's undersized, and he works his freaking tail off, and he's just a great kid. And, you know, this is a program kid for us, and a kid that we can't do what we're doing without him. And so I wanted to bring him up here and give him some shout out for the way that he plays and the way things that he does and just who he is. It's a great kid.
So he found his niche after buying his time.
Yes.
All right.
So.
Coach Fox, congratulations on the scoring record and the win. And we'll talk to you soon here.
Hey.
Wyatt Freeman.
Hi.
Welcome to the broadcast. You got the eye black on.
Yeah,
You look like you're ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the glare out of your eyes. But congratulations on a big win here. This had to be something to be a part of, a scoring record in the end. And I think towards the end you could tell we were kind of going for it.
Yeah, we were. Oh, yeah, we were. Yeah, we were. You know, at like halftime, it was like, I don't even know, it was like
42 to nothing, I think.
42, 0, and we were in there, and we said, like, we want to get this, like, we want to get this record.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we went out there, and we, put up, like 8 more than, like what was there. And I just wow, it's awesome to feel like that. And, it was just a ton of fun. And, I mean, this just is really what football is like, it's like what it's about, it's awesome.
Right. And several ways we scored tonight. We blocked a punt for a scoop and score. Firth Miller, Andrew, I think gets a deflection and takes one in. And Gavin Smith was at 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, that was that probably will tie a record or is a record. You can't beat 100, but I mean officially. But we just scored multiple ways tonight. I think New Haven gave us a little breath of life on their first drive, but after that they struggled.
Yeah.
And we took full advantage and just hit the gas pedal from there.
Yep, we sure did. That was awesome. And, I mean, I'm just, like, super happy for, just those, like, younger guys that just, they went out there and they showed us, like, how we're going to look for next year. And that's just awesome, that they're, putting in that work and they're just, doing good.
And as Coach Fox said, you kind of bide your time and waited to find your niche, so to speak. You found where you fit in, and you've taken full advantage.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I wasn't really sure like how I was gonna do on the D line because I'm like 190, and just like some of the guys that I'm going up against are just huge, and but I just it's still just a ton of fun. And, when I do get those, like, tackles, it's just, savor them because, they're just,
right.
They're fun,
Well, you look big sitting here, young man, so make me look like a midget. But, well, congratulations on the win. You got East Noble next week. That's going to be a little bit of a different ball game. So what do you see there?
I just think that for this next week we have to be just very focused, and we can't just be screwing around, and we just need to just go down there and get down to business and just do what we do.
All right, we'll go to Kendallville next week, and hopefully the fans are all there, and we'll hopefully pick up a win. So congratulations on the win, Wyatt. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, you too.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
All right, Wyatt Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
You're good. All right. He's got the eye black gone and the whole 9 yards, so it's a little scary coming in there, but
like you two.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is on camera anymore, but Wyatt Freeman. So Coach Fox is right. We really don't call his name that much, and I just realized, and I didn't know, but he is a senior, so
unsung hero.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And Coach Fox said he kind of was waiting for his place to fit in, and he found it, and he's taken full advantage as the wind continues to howl here at the stadium. As I think the rain is still coming down.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. So, well, that's going to about wrap it up for this week. We've been through what stats we had, and boy, it was all Columbia City. Parrish, Ethan McIntosh, Fazio, Smith, all in the first quarter. Parrish, Gavin Smith, Fuller in the second quarter, 42-0. And then in the third, Atkins and Andrew Firthmiller and McDivitt took off on a 51-yard run. Andrew Firthmiller had an interception for a score, and a couple of those were blocked punts for scores. So, what a night to borrow a line from Frankie Valley in the Four Seasons. But let's see. Oh, Brian Bills. Get you a fan bus. So Coach
All
Fox
right.
left you.
Foxy will be happy.
Yep.
Bill's got him a fan bus. All right. Sounds
So,
good.
God, that's a thing of the past. That's an 80s and maybe into the early 90s things, and that was about the end of that stuff. But so that's a little old school there, but that's where some of us are up in that neck of the woods anyway. So, well, that's about wrap it up tonight. I apologize for forgetting the underwriters. So for Braden at the station and all these fine students that ran cameras up in the wild weather and
The elements.
we were tucked away in here, couldn't see much at times with the rain, but so on to East Noble next week. That will definitely present a little bit of a different challenge, and then Leo 2 weeks from now here. So those definitely the league heavyweights awaiting on the Columbia City schedule. So going to have to be A-OK on your game and ready to go. So and then Norwell to finish it off again. So it's getting down, well, week 6 already. So coming down to a quick end here before the sectional.
Yep. Little mini 2-game season here to try and win it.
Yep. And that's, you win those, then you're probably in
sitting
good
pretty
shape.
well.
So that will be a challenge, though, and that will wait for another week. So in the meantime, thanks, everybody, for listening tonight. A lot of you on the YouTube and hopefully a lot of you on the good old-fashioned radio. So that's going to wrap it up. For my broadcast partner, Justin Daly, Andrew Thompson saying so long from the stadium, telling you once again the final score, 70-0, and it favored the Columbia City Eagles. Thanks for listening. Good night, everyone.